Oh, it's kayfabe. We're kayfabe.
Kayfabe on the show. We are live, baby. Rip, we're live. So you got 23 more seconds before you can probably talk at all.
Okay, I'll just shut up
because we know what could happen. We are live though, Rip, with one half of the world's greatest tag team, the world's youngest men alive. I think is what it is. Turbo and Floyd, one half of the Outrunners.
Hey,
Turbo and Floyd, welcome to the show.
Wait a minute.
What's that?
Turbo? Or is that Turbo or Floyd?
It's Turbo and Floyd.
Oh. Turbo and Floyd.
It's
out and runners or runners and out.
And runners.
One half tan, one half young, one half vascular.
So what's up, man? How
Not a whole lot.
Thanks for coming on to Ask Rip Rogers Live. Are you here to ask Rip a bunch of questions about wrestling? Is that why you're here today?
I'm glad to hear a bunch of stories that I've heard before again.
I can't remember. Tell me.
Yeah, the last couple weeks, man. I was like, Rip, you tell me the same shit every Friday you're here.
Well, I heard.
Every Friday, dude.
I just heard that.
You just heard that?
I heard that.
So I don't know if you know this or not, Turbo and Floyd, but I was once a teacher in Muncie. So now every time Rip tells me a story that I've heard a bunch of times, I always say, well, I don't know if you know this, but I was a teacher in Muncie once.
No, he was a teacher in Muncie twice.
Twice, yeah.
Twice.
And all he would do, he'd be a teacher, so we could have a wrestling show there, so all the kids could cheer. So he'd be over.
I don't know if you know this or not. This could be one of those
wait a minute.
Rip stories.
He beat John Cena. He only told me this 97 times.
But I did beat John Cena
in Muncie.
In Muncie.
In Muncie. You're over.
Heck yeah, I got the 1, 2, 3, baby. I mean, while we're talking about it. I mean, we could just take a look at it here real quick. What's his clothesline? Clothesline to the belly button. Hacha!
Go to heads
Look at that. Hey, I've never been in a ring before, and I beat John Cena. No, this is first time.
Holy moly. Hacha!
Look at Cena. If I would have had more experience, I wouldn't have got caught here with this. Well, wait, I take the bump on my ass. Oh, bumped on my ass.
Well, it looks like. The evil Damager.
Damager made an appearance last weekend. Talked to him longer last weekend than I've talked to him my entire life put together.
Wow.
This was all my plan right here. Watch me beat John Cena right here, Turbo and Floyd. Look at that. Yeah, dude. You can't see me.
Have you got a Starcade video?
You can't see me.
You gotta be making a Starcade video about you.
Hell yeah.
Then you can spin.
That's right. Have you ever beat John Cena?
I have not. Never even met him.
Never even met him? Oh, shit.
Let alone whipped his ass in the ring like that.
I beat him my first day in, and you've never even met him? I should be an outrunner.
Who was in charge there? Was that Rip? He's like, look, John, we got to put over my nephew today. I need you to make him look strong.
My nephew. Make him look strong, baby.
He said, my nephew. My nephew.
Me.
I know about it.
I texted that last night. He's like, my nephew. And then,
my nephew. And I'm thinking, if you got Corey's number, if you got Eric's number,
you've confused Rip here today.
Confused. I was multi-confused.
Johnny Jeter actually asked me that one day. It was like we did ring set up or something. We were at the old Ramada Inn, and he comes up and he's like, and Rip just put me in another like main event match after my third practice or something, And Johnny Jeter's like, so is Rip like your cousin or your uncle, or how are you related to him? I was like, well, I'm not. He's like, well, he was like, how are you getting all these matches? I don't understand.
Well, I saw the picture the other day on maybe Rip's Facebook where he had you up on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle, nephew, Uncle Rip,
right,
taking care of Vaughn.
I was 4 years old. It was April of '78. I was 4 years old in that picture.
Nice.
Memories, baby.
My pants were awesome. My shoes were awesome.
Oh, you had the blonde hair.
Rip and my sister had the same haircut. That was great.
Curly and Larry and No Mo and the Three Stooges. Yeah.
It was the greatest thing ever, dude. That picture was awesome.
Now I got the Donald Trump haircut.
Yeah, looking
Where
good.
I'm all bald on top, and it gets wet. It looks like I got 2 hairs.
I'm right there with you. You should start bleaching it again or dye it black.
Hey, we had that. We tried to get him to on the show. We said bleach your hair. We want him to grow the beard back with the black.
Yeah.
Oh,
He bitched and moaned.
well,
Said it was
if
too.
it just come out white,
I know, but that's why you dye it. That's what we're
You
saying.
dye it black.
then you got to dye it again. And
Now,
dye it again.
You
Yeah,
still do
hilarious.
like cut yours up there on purpose, right?
Yeah, like the bush.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I trim it. Yeah, I cut it. Take scissors to it. Just jab it at it. I'll pluck a few.
Yeah, that's what Butch and Luke did to look heelish.
Get
So,
you all your heat.
Randy's is doing it to be over.
Then I get it wet, so it looks like there's even less up there.
Man, took one out of Rip's page here. So let's see. Let's take a look at the chat here. Opinion Haver said concrete. So we're catching a lot of heat because
What's concrete mean?
our show is every Friday at noon, but we hardly ever go live Friday at noon. And today
things
it's
in life happen.
that's right.
No,
Thursday
we
at
went
10.
from Friday. Well, what the hell's the difference between? They should just be waiting from Friday at noon to Thursday.
Well, the
at,
difference is about 26 hours.
Thursday. At 10. Let's go Thursday at 10
20
instead.
26
Whatever
hours.
you're doing in your life, well, it doesn't matter
That's
because
right.
we're supposedly over.
Drop everything on a Thursday morning at
That-
10 a.m. Eastern and join Rip Rogers live, baby.
That's right.
He's still here. Opinion Haver's here. He's hot, but he's still here.
What happened to Fridays at noon? It still happens. It just doesn't always happen.
We got
Frank's Pickle Barrel ass in here.
media here. He's popping up. He's
Michael
he's
Costello. All the
everywhere.
green top stars are
Oh,
here.
yeah. I hear Vaughn Lilas has a great chop.
We've got a new guy here, Robert
Show the chop.
Tumbok Bowie says, is Roman Reigns allowed to compete in the new world heavyweight champion on? I have no idea.
He needs another belt.
I haven't watched.
WWE needs another belt. They need more belts than they got guys.
Well,
They just debuted another one.
it was still less. Did he lose one of his belts or something? What what's going on with that, Randy? I mean, you can not mark out if you don't want to and not put it over, even if you really do know.
No,
I
should
think
Roman
he's got the
Reigns
one.
should walk around and have 3 belts on. He'd be real over.
That's what the Outrunners do. We just stack them on top of each other.
How many belts do you guys have now?
12.
12
12.
at least. 12, a couple trophies,
Trophies.
nuts.
Oh, nice. A couple
Man.
blue ribbons in there.
couple blue ribbons.
That's cool.
Randy, he could put them blue ribbons on the top of his head, like he could super glue them on the top. Then when you'd spin, it'd be like, woo, 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 woo.
They'd
That'd
fly
be, yeah,
around like
it'd be over. Then do the reverse spin.
If I
Wow.
was wrestling today, I would do the road dog braid gimmick. I would braid
Oh.
it, weave in the braids in my
Yeah.
hair.
I did that at WCW, and they made me take it out.
Oh,
They said I was over more than the stars.
yeah,
and
but
to
you didn't
stop
need
it.
to. You had hair. I'm talking fake. hair.
Oh,
You had real hair braided.
well,
I'm
that
saying
was,
I would braid in
that-
fake hair so it looked like I had hair.
well, that was a century ago. I had real hair. Now the longest hairs I got are the ones coming out of my ears and my nose hairs.
Hell yeah. No
And they're all
sideburn.
gray.
See that sideburn hanging out.
Over here.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, I don't go to
You got to remember this, Turbo and Floyd.
a barber shop.
He doesn't go to a barber shop.
I don't
ladies
go
and
to a
gentlemen.
barber shop.
I mean, nobody on here could tell, Rip.
Hey, I'm just doing the what's his face look, Doc on Back to the Future,
Yeah.
until
You're over.
Said, what happened to our intro? They want to know, Rip. Our opening and intro. Oh, the head bob. Every time we did the big intro with the head bob, then people would say, hey, you guys are freezing up and all this kind of shit. And then we'd waste like 10 minutes of. So now I just get on here and ask what we look like and shit.
well, then they say you look
That's
like
the new,
they
new
look
intro.
like a couple head bobs.
All right, we'll get the intro back. Sorry, man. Show the chops. Hey, I don't know if you heard that in the song by the Starcade, but they had the Von Lilas line in there. Chops like Von Lilas, something like that. I don't know if you heard that or not, but
He said something about Hustler.
I'm really over. Did they?
Yeah, they said something about Randy Macho Man elbow drop or something like that.
You took
They
the
was
fire
talking
ball.
so fast, they was talking so fast I couldn't even hear them.
It's called rap, Rip.
They was going, oh man! But then they brought the chocolate. Then they brought the mocha out. I just, oh, then I wanted to freeze, and my eyes just got stuck on there when that snake. But I was just looking at me for about 2 seconds, and they knew it worked because it lured me in.
That's right.
They could, if they
Lure
could.
me in, man. There was only one there, though. That's kind of a bummer. I had to hang around the same girl all day. You know, I wish I had some choices, but
Was that your wife there that you was hanging around, or was
no, the mocha.
Hey,
She's surely not watching this show. Surely.
that's my mocha.
Oh, you weren't even there.
What's that? Hey,
She wanted a more younger, more attractive man. Yeah. I would say they went to a barber, but I haven't been to a barber in
they
3 years.
So she probably wanted the Outrunners, Turbo and Floyd.
Who wouldn't, man?
Man, they're like porn stars.
They are. Look at them. Hey, why don't you ever get your partner on here, man? See, he just too big time or what?
He's busy spinning.
I messaged him and he's got meetings all day today. He's going on vacation like you too this weekend. So
Vaughn's been on vacation for
3 years.
Me too.
Hey, I gotta do something here in the group real quick. So a lot of green people are in here. So those are our members. Last week we came on and said we're gonna mail out. Listen to this, Turbo and Floyd. You might become a member after this. We're gonna mail out autographed pictures of the Hustler Rip Rogers to everybody that has been a member of the show. So if you're a member and you want 1 cent, we're gonna give you one more week. We're gonna send them out next week. I know Michael Costello, Medium 5.
Are they going to be nudies?
Greg Smith. Oh, I don't know. Are they? It's up to you, I guess.
I ought to have the before and after picture, like a flaccid and a racid. You know,
Yeah, we could do that.
Like it'd be like big and small, Turbo and Floyd. Everything would be a caricature of them.
We can do that.
Spinning,
just get Romer to put that together.
Yeah, you got to spin it though.
Spin and reverse spin. So send your home address to thelilastudios@gmail.com. Your home address to thelilastudios@gmail.com. If you are a current member, if not, become a member. We'll send you out personally autographed pictures, nudes possibly, of the Hustler Rip Rogers. Get that done.
Ben McLean, it says show the chops, Vaughn.
Well, cool.
So they want to see that stupid chop where you hit Randy and Turbo and Floyd, and then he goes and he says,
I mean, I was gonna save it for the end. We'll probably do it again at the end, but I gotta give the people what.
Star 6'12" girlfriend going.
I'll tell you what, man, that was.
Boy, I'd like to see Clay Star naked. 6'12" chili. Buck ass.
You would like to see that naked,
That's naked. Well, if I'd start laughing, my teeth might pop out,
Hey, I don't know. Do you know the world famous actor, commercial actor, former Chippendale, former giant, the Japanese giant,
Jimbo Uno,
the biggest wrestler to ever come out of Japan? Do you know Jimbo Uno?
I do not.
He just did a commercial with Tim Tebow. I saw.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Jimbo Uno.
Just did a commercial with Tim Tebow.
Oh, there's a Japanese giant. He put him on his knee. He's following you.
I don't know what he did to possibly upset me in this match here, but I think it was shortly after this that the Japanese giant went to Chippendale in Las Vegas. Oh, there's the king. Look at the king cheering me on. Man, what an asshole.
Jeez. Just glaring at everybody, being tall.
The back chop.
Wakes up taller every day,
Clay, he wakes up taller every day.
Just like Turbo wakes up being Floyd.
All right, I got to quit doing that. Last week I put myself over the whole end of the show. I got to quit bringing all these.
Yeah, but you
clips
didn't remember
on here.
that you did.
Well, I remembered.
It's like, oh, you did.
Oh yeah.
So, well, I don't remember when I say the same stuff.
It says Hallow King. I think Hallow King might be a new person in here. Welcome to the chat, Hallow King.
Who is younger? The
Outrunners or Billy Starks? Well, you guys are. I'll let you answer that, I guess.
Oh,
Starks.
She's a local Louisville wrestler. I think she just signed up with AEW, but she might be the youngest girl alive, but the Outrunners are the youngest men alive. So you be the judge.
So she probably has to change that name since they already have a Ricky Starks. I would assume. Maybe not. I don't know.
This either.
I don't think so.
They would be the Starks siblings or something like that.
Well, she could have been the illegitimate child of Turbo and Floyd. Both of them.
Is Billy Starks? What is she a looker or what? Do I need to look her up?
She's in high school.
She's in high school.
Oh,
huh?
okay. All the police.
So you guys are about the same age then. Huh?
Yeah.
The world's youngest.
She's in high school and just signed. Holy cow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Nick Lane. He was about in junior high and they signed him, but they hadn't signed. He's
Rip,
17.
you know who she is? She does the Derby City shows.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rip, you should know her then. You know her?
I know who she is.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put her over. Get real.
Oh, she's in high school.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of AEW, man, you got any updates for us? I mean, this is the Outrunner update show. You got any updates of new matches with the AEW getting signed, long-term deals, anything, man? You got anything?
NWA knocking on the door. Everybody'd be knocking on the door for Turbo and Floyd.
What's going on, man?
There's a lot of people knocking on the door, but we're more or less just playing the waiting game, kind of seeing what's happening.
Your best offer, huh? See
what happens.
Well, we've been pulling for you every week here on this show to get the Outrunner signed with AEW. It could be a reason why you're not signed yet.
You know? We need a shirt that says "Sign Turbo and Floyd,"
or maybe we should get one that says "We hate the Outrunners," and then Tony would probably sign them right up.
Hey, let's just start. From now on, we're gonna knock them on everything.
The Outrunners,
yes,
yeah, that's.
And then we'll be Mr. and Mrs. No, Mr. and Mr. Nega and Tivity, and then all of a sudden Tony he'll have a heart and he'll sign them. I was just thinking. I looked Tony up. Tony's 40 years old.
Yeah.
So I've been in the wrestling business for years and years and years and years and years and years, more than Tony has existed on this world. He must have had a rough life, impoverished, people picking on him, bullying.
We're trying to get him signed.
Oh yeah, get Turbo signed and signed. Floyd. What if happened if there was a deal? And they said, we want to give Turbo a job, but not Floyd.
Ooh.
Or we want to give Floyd a job, but not Turbo.
Ooh.
And then you'd have to figure out which one was which.
Then what would happen?
And have to spin the right way and the perpendicular way and the mirror image and the upside down and just be over.
I'm at the point where I don't know who Turbo or who Floyd is. I don't know which is which.
One of my favorite thing about watching you guys on there is, besides the spin, of course, I Big Show and what's his name? I like listening to them. Matt, whatever his name is.
Matt Menard.
I think they're
oh, he's awesome.
Bam Bam, Jerry Penders, Bam Bam, Tracks,
ladies and gentlemen, Tracks.
Do I know him? No, I'm not sure.
He was an OVW like when I was. He trained with me. He was about 10 years younger than me.
About 19 then, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he's upper 30s now, and he just did an AEW Dark, whatever it is, against Big Bill, whatever his name is. I
think Big Bill is all they call him.
Big Bill and Lee Moriarty or whatever. Tracks, he looked pretty good on there, but the commentary though was priceless because he doesn't wear like knee pads, but he wears these things around his ankles and. Those ankle weights? Does he have on ankle weights? Like,
well, his vertical's too big, so he's trying to slow himself down.
He's trying to
get go as high. That's like the Outrunners. The reason the Outrunners have got the perfect spin is they use the ankle weights, and they also use the butterfly things where they're like wind resistance so they can go to spin to the right and to the left and throw a moonwalk in there.
And we did years and years of training with Tanya Harding to get those spins down. So we're over, she's over.
That is awesome. I'll have the Starcade. I'll have them put some Tanya Harding spin clips in the video.
That'd be great.
That would be priceless.
I can just see Starcade talking so fast and then going and Turbo and Floyd and Floyd and Turbo.
I'm not sure Rip understands rap.
No, I don't think he does.
Hey, it's par spelled backwards. I know what it is. Par. Hey, did we plug my book?
No, we have not.
Why don't you plug it?
In case Turbo and Floyd wants to buy one, here is the book on pro wrestling, Lessons from Rip Rogers. You can get that where, Rip?
At Amazon. I think I got a chapter on it, just a new revised edition, like Romer's book. I keep adding more stuff and more stuff and more stuff on there. And
you have a chapter on the Outrunners?
I got it's in there as Turbo and Floyd. If you go through the index and everything, it's got Floyd and Turbo, and it says sometimes Turbo, sometimes Floyd. So they're in there. You know, they're the youngest, most well-built, most tan and vascular tag team in the history of the world.
They're my favorite tag team.
Well, I know that when Tony looks at him, I looked at Tony, and he was like sort of like shivering, and he was in like awe, and he had goosebumps all over him, and his eyes was sticking out like he had a crush on him. He loved their tag team so much.
You guys are looking good, man. I don't know. I love them. So go get that book at Amazon.com. What else we got? I had some stuff I think written down somewhere. Hey, I need to plug Waylon, our boy Waylon. He's supposed to have last week's clips done. He told me Tuesday they would be out tomorrow, which was yesterday. They're still not out, but we'll give him a shout out anyway. Waylon, working with the team, man. He's really doing good for us. I got the photos covered. You members, email your address. If you're a member, we'll send out the nude pics of Rip.
Nude pics.
Oh yeah, like, share, comment, all that kind of stuff.
You got nude pictures.
Nude pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, new
was
nudes.
I young, shaved, tan, and vascular?
No, they're new nudes. Which means we're going to take them right after the show.
Oh.
We're going to take them right after the show, Rip. I want to take them right here. I'm going to mail them to all our members.
When you work for Tony Khan, do you make him reach into his pocket and like he shakes his head like you're killing me, boys, and stuff like that? Because you're just money. We know that. You know.
I go there and I do what I'm told. That's about it.
They just say, okay, Outrunners, spin. And that's it. Just get over.
So everybody right now watching, go like this. Hit the like button, whatever you need to do. Like it. Comment on it. We need comments.
Alex just said, hey, Rip from Spain.
Get somebody in from. We are worldwide, baby.
We are worldwide.
We're worldwide.
I think I hope that might be Spain, Indiana, which is sort of by Medora. So Medora.
I mean, when you come on this show, I know you're big time Miami Beach guy, but when you come on this show, you go worldwide. Worldwide. We get you worldwide exposure here.
Well, they're W squared, worldwide.
Worldwide, baby.
They'll probably be on the big stadium show in England.
I hope so.
When I hope Jericho didn't kill that guy. Kill that. I thought Jericho was going to murder that guy. Didn't think they was going to draw there.
I know, man.
Just can you imagine? I think everybody in the United Kingdom, everybody have got a very good chance of going to that show just to see the Outrunners live in the flesh, Turbo and Floyd, or to meet Tony Khan.
I would, yeah. But all three of those.
Yeah, shoot, I would just start hitchhiking right now just to meet Tony. but I'm banned, so I can't.
Yeah, you are banned. You could just go to a show in the States to meet him. You wouldn't have to go to.
I'd have to have
England. Or
I'd probably have to fix my hair different. They might recognize me. I'm such a hot commodity. And
so you got to bleach again, grow a little beard, dye it black. They won't know who you are.
But on the the light skinned mocha on the video. Oh man, I just kept freeze framing that. Usually we have the freeze frame when we're talking to our guest on here and everything freezes up.
Hey, I'll be in Miami Beach this weekend. Maybe we can hang out.
Maybe on vacation.
Maybe we can do some. What are those jet skis? We could do some jet skiing maybe this weekend.
All you do is go on vacation.
Yeah, I'm going to go jet skiing with the Outrunners, man.
Just because you got the hot wife and you're like a gigolo, and then just because you got a hot body and big arms and act like you're over and you want to chop everybody.
Hey, I got to tell a quick story. So,
oh my God, I'm gonna start sleeping. He's probably said it every week.
So this big event that after I'm done jet skiing with the Outrunners, I got this big party I'm going to in Miami Beach, right?
I'm supposed to get Am I invited?
No. So I'm supposed to get this linen like suit coat type thing. So I go to the men's warehouse because I don't own that kind of stuff, and I start trying these on, and this lady measures me and gives me the thing. I said, I can't get this thing on. Finally get it on. I think I'm going to rip it in half. She goes, I think you just need one size bigger. So I put it on, and she said, nope, your biceps are just too big. We're not going to have any jackets for you here. You have too big of biceps. How about that, Rip?
How about that?
That's over. But when I go in the clothing store, they can't get underwear on me because I got so much furbage down there.
No, I didn't.
How's that? Top that.
I didn't have that problem.
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. You don't. But
Yeah.
Turbo and Floyd does. I see that they got contraband. They got some unidentified flying object stuff down their pants because I seen one and one time they ribbed everybody because they had one that split on both sides. Like, yeah, I seen that, and they ribbed everybody, but they kayfabed everybody, and then nobody knew about it. But I was just chuckling to myself. Of course, I can't see anyway, but I think that's what it was.
You know, I always get the clips of chopping Turbo and Floyd here. I got a clip of the other guy, the Outrunners, back when he was that dancing mask guy in OVW like 15 years ago. One of those, what were their names? There was like number 1, number 2, number 3. They wore masks. Usually it was the same guy, usually Shiloh. He was always doing the little dance. You don't remember him?
You think I can
And I
remember
beat the hell out of
years
him.
ago?
I have to get that clip on here. So we got a question here. It says, when will the new Outrunners action figures be available?
Holy shit.
I don't know. I just got sent a picture of that, and that was awesome. But yeah, some guy just made that for us. So I don't know if those can be mass produced or what. But if we can, those will be available as soon as possible.
You better get on that, man.
Mass produce.
Better get on that while the Outrunners are hot.
Right. No,
Well, the runners, you know, they're in the prime of life now. The world's youngest tag team. They could probably have another run for about 57 years, and then Tony could still be going. Wow, they would be over. They could be the longest running tag team in the history of the world.
I think they should be.
Wow.
They would be if I were in a promotion. That's for sure, Rip. Unless I beat them maybe, but. Besides that,
you got to build them up. Then you can do when the time is right. You can come in and clean house because you got the world's biggest biceps.
Me and Cena might take them. David Linville says the top 5 managers for me is Jimmy Hart, Bobby the Brain, Bobby the Weasel Heenan, Jim Cornette, J.J. Dillon, and Percy Pringle.
Oh,
I would say Heenan should be 1, but
yeah. 1.
Hart. I guess it's from where you're from. I think he grew up with the ICW stuff. Guess it depends. Hart was pretty good, but I don't know. J.J. Dillon, I don't even know 4 and 5. I don't really get past Hart, Heenan, Cornette, everybody else. I don't know.
Who else was it?
Wasn't Percy Paul Bear?
J.J. Dillon and Percy.
Percy Pringle was so. That's Paul Bear.
Yeah.
Pringle was. Percy was so good when he was Percy. My God. And and the good rib was he was really a mortician. So that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going down to work in Mississippi, and there's Percival Pringle III. And he had a program with Izzy Slapowitz, the managers. And then, they just beat the shit out of each other.
So assuming, maybe I shouldn't assume, but assuming you got Jimmy Hart number 3, who would be your top 1, 2, 3? Who else is there outside of that group of 3 that you thought was really good? You don't have to say like the best, but who you thought was really good outside of Hart, Cornette, and Heenan? Because it seems like those are the 3 people talk about the most.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Randy?
Either one of you, but I was talking to you because I was kind of looking at you.
Well, like I can really see.
See, when I talk to you, I still talk to the microphone. See how that works, man?
Well, I'm talking in the microphone now.
So who would it be, Rick? Can you think of anybody? I'm trying to think who I would think. Turbo and Floyd, you can chime in too if you'd like.
Those top 3 would be it for me. With Heenan being number 1, he's definitely my favorite. Jimmy Hart was he managed the Outrunners last year for a match. So
he did.
Well, yeah,
he's got to be in the top 3 then.
He's tied for number 1. Yeah, you see, he managed the Outrunners. That got him really over. And then Cornette, even though he hates us, he's definitely up there.
Well, I think Jimmy, he just wants you to. I think he wants you to spin more.
I mean, he only said you like killed the business or whatever. He didn't really say he hated you.
I know. That's just a good rib now. Jim Cornette's favorite tag team, the Outrunners.
That's right. You put that on there still?
You should be introduced as that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be great.
It could be.
Jim Cornette's favorite tag team. I'll get that in the Starcade video.
All right, and then maybe he'll finally recognize that he knows both of us, and won't dog us so hard anymore.
That would be awesome. Now you have had interaction with Cornette in the past. How do you?
Oh, I met him at OVW a few times, but when I was doing tree work in Louisville, I did his tree work, so I talked to him every time I was there, and he
really?
seemed to know who I was. I say, "Hey, Rip says hi," and then he would start talking. He'd go off about Rip and wrestling, and we talked for a while, and then I do his tree work and leave, and then I get on.
That might be the best story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So you did tree work at his house, then you're on AEW, and he reviews your match like he's never seen you before and shits all over you.
Yes.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And the same with Truth, because they work close together. That's how he got the Ring of Honor run that he had back in the day, was through when Cornette was with it. He got it through Cornette. Right. So he knows exactly who he is. He just must not have recognized. I mean, he looks different. I look different than when I did when I was doing his treat, when I was climbing trees for him. But yeah.
That is classic.
Somebody
needs to point that out to him, man. Anyway, I can't think of one manager outside the top three. That was kind of the question that nobody answered. So good back and forth here on Ask Rip Rogers Live.
Well, I like Dr. Ken Ramey.
See, people talk about him. Was he before my time? I don't really remember.
Dr. Ken Ramey. Oh yeah, he was always like the interns and Dr. Ken Ramey.
Yeah,
he was a referee. Started for Nick Goulas years and years ago. And the highlight with Dr. Ken Ramey, I was living at Miss T's in Atlanta where all the boys stayed for $67 a week in 1984, 1985. And he gimmicked the antenna. So I got the free cable. So he was over with me. Dr. Ramey was.
That's cool. Yeah, I do hear Cornette talk about him. I just never really remember seeing him. So I'm one of the youngest men alive too, I guess. Speaking of managers, does Rip remember a guy from Memphis named Ronald P. Gossett?
Ronnie P. Gossett, the greatest ever. He was the greatest. He was the greatest ever. Well, I forgot about him till you just said that. Ronnie P. Gossett was so funny. He must have weighed about 400 pounds. And he could just jiggle that fat. And then when he turned babyface, he'd do the Fargo strut, and everybody would love him. But he was the actual ring announcer. Every Saturday night, we'd wrestle in Chattanooga, working for Nick Goulas. We'd do TV, then we'd go out, and he would always buy. And he had sort of a love. He was a mama's boy, and he's never been in a committed relationship with a female. And he sort of had a crush on Randy, so he always bought our food. We'd go out. So Ronnie P. Gossett, and as a rib, Randy had him one night. Kid Lucas was working, and he'd always go, 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes. So he waited 10 minutes to say 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes. The Kid Lucas is selling, turns around, he gets up and says, "Fuck you, Fat Albert." 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes. Good rip. There's a new story. I'll probably say it next time. I won't remember anyway.
That was new. I haven't heard that one.
Gossett. Man, was he good.
Well, who's the bigger guy? I think was liked guys from Tennessee. I can't think of his name. Manager. Always in Tennessee. I think he managed that Colorado kid for a while, or California kid.
Burt Prentice.
Burt Prentice. Was Ronnie P. Gossett anything like Burt Prentice?
Oh, he was way over the top more than Burt Prentice.
Oh, he was?
Oh, yeah.
I think I remember it. I think I remember who
he
was.
Burt did everything. He was a real promoter, and he worked everybody, worked everything, had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
With benefits.
My boy.
Colorado. How you doing? One night we was wrestling somewhere in Arkansas, and he said, "Rip, you're on last against the Colorado kid." He said, "Can you have a 5-minute cage match? Because after 10 o'clock, they charged me an extra $100 for the building." I said, "I can give you a 2-minute cage match. It don't matter to me. I've already been paid. So what the hell, right?"
5-minute cage match.
But we did it a 2 match. Then he says, "Well, you cut it even shorter." I said, "Well, hell, if it's a first round knockout, it's a first round knockout, right? It's what you wanted." Wow. Memories, baby.
Memories, baby.
My bomb.
Hey, I was Rip's manager again. Is it the Colorado kid or California kid? Colorado?
There was two of them.
Which one did I manage you against?
I can't remember. That's when the kid took the gimmick out of your pocket?
Yeah, I have it right here. I still have it. This was probably in 19. Gosh, what would it have been? 1993, probably 30 years ago, I bet. How old am I? No, I wasn't 19, was I? Well, I might have been.
You might have been.
About 30 years ago.
How did we come up with that? You're managing me? Did you want to, or did I just say you're going out there with me, or what?
No, I always bothered you all the time about wanting to be your manager.
I can't
No,
remember.
it could have been 90. I was like 97. I just graduated from college.
Okay. Lifelong dream to manage his uncle.
That's right. And Rip, well, I think you just wanted a ride. I had a new car. I think you wanted me to drive. It was somewhere in Illinois.
Did you have me something to eat too?
No, you're like, show up at Crossroads Gym, pick me up at this time. We're gonna go. And I was like, sweet. We get there, we take Manny the Weasel Valverde with us, T Weasel with the big camcorder, like the old school camcorder. The video is like upside down and sideways, and he's walking around the whole time. And I think I've lost it. We're in the dressing room. We find a pencil. Rip tapes it up like this, tells me to put it in my pocket. And anytime he comes over, with the handout, to give it to him. And anytime he tries to give it back, put it back in my pocket. Well, I had these like big jeans on because you saw I'm a rap star. So back then, all of us rappers, we had the big baggy jeans, and I had these pockets that were real deep. So every time I put it in there, it was too hard for me to get my hand down to get it out. So I just left it in the side of my pocket sticking out a little bit so it'd be easier. Some little fucking kid, probably first, second grade in the front row, comes and takes it out of my pocket.
Well, he's scared of you, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He was terrified of me. Takes it out of my pocket. You can see on the film, all these security guards come and take the thing back from the kid and give it to me so I can keep using it in the match with Rip. It was so great. I said, Rip, what kind of grade do you give me after that? And he goes, well, the kid stole your gimmick out of your pocket. You got the gimmick stolen by a first grader. I think you end up giving me a C+ still, though, so not too bad.
That's above average.
Above average.
What the hell, right? It'd be like the girls on the Fresh and Fit shows. They all say, "Well, I'm a 10. I'm a 10. I'm a 10."
I'd say C+, above average.
I'm saying use a fat.
Wrestling managed debut. Hey, we got a question. When the Outrunners go to different promotions, do they wrestle different styles to compensate for the crowd there?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
They finally learned how to be
The Outrunners.
shitty and be projected.
Everywhere we go, we do it.
Hey, if you're going to pose, you don't pose good. You pose stupid, right?
Right. That's right. Yeah. I pull everything up high and I do this. Everything looks terrible.
You do everything just the way it's supposed to be.
I got to the point where I don't even flex anymore. I just hold my arms up. Just it's all a good rip. But no, yeah, we don't change anything we do when we go to different promotions, indie promotions, major promotions. I mean, we do what we're asked for as far as
when
what
the crowd starts chanting like we want tables, you don't just get tables out to appease them, or we want dives, you don't dive just to.
If there's a table, I pull a table out, but I'm not going to use it. Oh, I'll tease it. We're bad guys. We're heels most places we go. Last weekend in Baltimore, some guy kept chanting Hulk Hogan at me. I scream, I'm not Hulk Hogan. I put the guy down at the slam. I call for the leg drop. I cover the guy.
He kicked out, and you said, "Oh my God, I can't believe he kicked out."
Yeah, I'll get the tape of it. I jumped up as quick as I could and spun around a few times. I couldn't believe that he kicked out. Hold my hair, you know how you do it. So then later, they're chanting Hulk Hogan again. I give him the big boot. I call for the leg drop. Move. He moves on the leg drop. We go home. It's simple shit.
Did you start punching him and hitting your own hand?
Every once in a while, I'll do that just because I think yeah.
But I'm not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
not
much younger than Hulk Hogan.
I'm much younger. I'm much more tan, and I am far more
vascular.
Much more vascular.
Way bigger, especially when you flex like that.
It's got more furbage down there too.
I don't know. I've seen the video.
I think we got a new fan in here. WWE Fan Guy. I thought it said Fang Ooey first, but it's Fan Guy.
Oh,
26. Kenny Bullock will be on the list of great managers, or at least if you're talking about OVW.
no, we weren't.
We were-
We was talking about worldwide wrestling, wasn't we?
I think so.
I think so. Because we was talking about Ronnie P. Gossett,
Hell yeah.
where he'd be going, do the Fargo strut, and his jaws would be bouncing up and down.
Carl Period Brown, Captain Lou Albano. Now, he was a wrestler, right?
Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
Him and Tony Altamore were a tag team. They were like the Italians years and years and years and years ago for the old WWF.
Says, do you remember the storyline of Shawn Michaels and God versus Vince and Shane? Vince said, my product of my semen, my son Shane popped me. I don't remember any of that shit.
I remember that.
Do you?
Oh, the product of my semen.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow.
It's a good impersonation.
Yeah, Outrunners.
This is good shit.
Love
I
Ricky
remember
Gossett. He had 9 chins, it said.
He did have, no, I think it was 10,
10 chins.
but he went on that diet and he had 9 chins.
You went on the Eric Jimenez diet?
What?
You went on the Eric Jimenez diet.
Oh, I thought you said Eric Jimenez died. I said, oh, he changed jobs, but he didn't die.
Oh, the diet.
Oh, okay. He still lost that 4 pounds. I probably gained 8 now. So what the hell, right? You can't have everything, right?
Praise Ben Hameen, the Canadian heavyweight champion. I saw Ben Hameen won some big Canadian title, I think, last weekend.
He's not
or
Canadian.
something.
He couldn't have won a Canadian title.
Well, he was for the day.
Ronnie P. Gossett, it said he tried to sell a promotion. Yes, he did.
Did he?
He tried to sell Chattanooga to somebody.
It wasn't his? Or was it
hell
his?
no. He just worked there
Oh,
for Nick Goulas.
nice.
And so, I think it was some lawyer or whatever. And so Nick Goulas says, what'd you do, boy? He said, Mr. Goulas, what are you talking about? He says, you sold my territory. He says, well, what the hell, right?
Wow.
Ronnie P. Gossett. Ronnie was over.
That's awesome. Was Izzy Slapwitz ever a wrestler?
Yeah, he started out as a wrestler.
Did
Uh-huh.
Is there a tag team that the Outrunners want to defend the titles against in OVW?
That's at OVW or anybody?
Yeah, at OVW. Aren't you? Are you the OVW tag team champ?
We are the Outrunner Valley Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
So OVW, I guess they're asking. Who's next on the list in OVW?
Anybody, bring them on. The Derby City Destruction's pretty good team. I think that's about it. So I think there might be 2 tag teams.
Wow. Really putting over the tag team division here today.
Well,
Snow's not watching this.
Well, they're just intimidated by the Outrunners.
Everybody's scared of the youngest men alive. Are you guys good guys or bad guys in OVW?
we are good guys in OVW. We do all the same bad stuff, but the crowd came around to us, and we just keep doing it.
They
Suckers.
spend more.
I tried to get a Outrunners versus APOC and Lilas, but I think they got scared after that. After that Brooklyn Pizza beat down
you could chop
with Johnny Justice, they didn't want any part of me and
You
APOC.
could chop Turbo or Floyd, and when you chop them, they just sell, but they just keep spinning.
Spinning right back into the chop every time. Spin, whack, spin, whack.
Just think if they did a revolving, you'd whack, then it'd spin around and then chop you back and chop back, and they just keep spinning.
I don't know
the greatest video in the history of history.
You should have told us to do that at the pizza place, man.
I think I got more spins than Vaughn's got chops in him. The last time we wrestled, I kept calling chops, and he couldn't do it.
Oh no,
that is not.
That's when he
not
when he
true
switched
at all.
well,
He switched the hand.
Well, his hand was in chop shapes, but you had those armor plated pecs, was what it was.
Must be it.
Instead of making them flippy floppy, well, they'd make noise. You flexed and you was hurting his hand.
I'll tell you, why do you need any more than just one of those? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. The rain that night helped too. Had extra smack off the skin.
Yeah. The rain.
The rain.
Vanilli, man. Blame it on the fucking rain.
I think I was busy eating pizza that night.
Yeah, you weren't even out there. I mean,
you were Vaughn's manager.
Supposed to be the manager, and you don't even come out there.
And you went right back.
Well,
yeah, I know. What the hell?
It would be like Romer taking pictures. You get there at the end.
It's like a couple of sprinkles. Yeah, I drove these fuckers all the way to West Virginia, and they don't even watch my match or take any pictures. Romer walks down for the finish. The 1, 2, 3. Romer comes down with his camera, just shakes his head and walks back.
Well, he was in there
Missed the
ta-
whole match.
He, was
He
in
said I
there
was taking his shit.
Well, you know, he was eating so much and he had shit all the time.
Mm.
He was on fire from eating. God,
Greatest
they
ever.
don't get any. We got all these people on here. I see all these green marks. You know,
Call him marks.
No, I'm talking about the green on the David Linville, Frankie
Ben and
Pickleberry,
Blaze.
the
Who's
Hollow
Ben and
King.
Blaze?
Huh?
Are they OVW?
Men and
Ben and Blaze. Oh, Ben Hameen probably. That's probably who he's talking
versus
about.
the Outrunners.
Let's do it. If it's Ben Hameen, I'll wrestle Ben Hameen all day long.
It says,
Allah.
what does Turbo and Floyd think of Eric Darkstorm?
Love Eric Darkstorm. Is it Eric Darkstorm on the chat?
Nope. Somebody else says, any fun with him in matches? I've known Eric for years. This is
We've,
Medium 5. We had him on the show last week.
Oh yeah,
And he was like 10 times more obnoxious than Rip.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
Big mistake. Sorry, Medium 5.
Oh
but,
no, he was one of the man. I would have him as a manager. He would just be like a perv. Oh, he would be awesome out there. We might.
He about got us kicked off YouTube.
Oh, what the hell, right? You know, he just
Greatest ever.
a guy just having a little bit of good time. Did you plug my book yet?
Yeah, about 8 times. Hey,
8. Okay.
what
I was
is
just
Al
checking.
Snow like to work with? Is a question for you there, Turbo and Floyd.
Al's a great guy. I like working for Al. He does a lot for us. He takes care of us. He's hilarious. He's a good guy. I really like working with Al.
He's a stand-up comic, right? I mean, he should be funny. Isn't he like a stand-up comic or something?
I think he's doing something. There might be something about that in Rip's book, one of the revised chapters.
Chapter 10.
So
now.
make
Chapter
sure
10 here in
make sure you get the new revised edition.
the book on pro wrestling on Amazon.com. Chapter 10, Al Snow's comedy career.
Now, we could do
Check.
that.
Chapter 11, where you can find Rip Rogers' book.
Next to the toilet. Hey, I got the new pages in there where it's a softer ply. So when you're ripping the pages out, when you're taking a shit and reading the book, it's softer on your hemorrhoids. That's always a plus.
Yeah. I didn't get any better than that.
Don't get no better than that.
No.
Hey, look at that. We got a super donation
Uh-oh.
from Michael Costello.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Good work getting great guests.
Oh, he said you're a great guest.
Oh,
Man.
no, he said, no, we get 2. He says guests, plural. So he's Turbo and Floyd.
Turbo and Floyd. Look at him doing the chair spin.
He's doing the spin.
Cheers, Ben.
Chair
God.
spin. Hey, I appreciate the headphones. I don't know if you have a microphone or your computer mic, but much better than that car interview we did, man. You're
I
not
know.
using up all the time. I mean, this is
How'd you get him on there?
this is great.
Is this a Zoom or something like? How'd he get all push the right buttons? And
I was trying to get this to work, but I couldn't. I had to do a million updates to my computer because I haven't used it in months, so didn't get a chance to use that.
So you're
So I
like
thought,
Mr. Technology.
oh yeah, I like this stuff.
Oh shit! I'm sort of
Awesome,
like
man.
Mr. Technology too, but not.
I've seen
Not
I've
quite
seen
as
you try.
good.
I've seen you try to operate your phone.
Yeah.
How do I send this? How do I send this? Push send.
Oh.
Understand that.
Oh,
My favorite things are the picture, and then by the time you post it, all black on top and all black on bottom, and then
There's
that
so
one
many
little
great
picture in the
shots.
middle. And
So when we did the show, Vaughn, I guess it's been the last time I saw you. He was backstage trying to show me this poster. I want to get you guys on this show. He goes to the picture on his phone, takes a screenshot of the picture, sends that screenshot to me. Just push that picture.
Yeah.
what are you supposed
Always.
to do?
Send the picture.
That's what he always did. We did 5 photos from Rip's phone, one of the segments. He would get all 5, take a picture of each one,
Yeah.
and then send me the picture, just like you said, of all 5 pictures. So now he's got another one, and then he wonders why his like phone memory thing fills up.
Why is it so slow? It keeps asking me for more iCloud storage. I
Yeah.
don't have it. I'm out of storage.
As he
He's got 1,000 pictures.
screenshot after screenshot. It's awesome, Rip. Good rib, Rip.
Well, excuse me.
That's the greatest
Here I
ever.
enlighten you about Ronnie P. Gossett, stories about that, one of the greatest managers of all time. how he said 5 minutes gone, 5 minutes, and
Oh, here
Ken
we
Lucas
go.
had a fit. I already told you that story, right?
But thank you, Michael Costello. That's awesome, man. Thanks. We really appreciate it here. We got your address too. We're going to get that Rip Rogers naked autograph picture out to you. He's going to sign it right on his furbage. Be ready with that. Please ask Turbo to beat up Axton for me. Also change his hair back. Did Axton change his hair or did you change your hair? Did you change your hair?
My hair's been the same for years.
No, you've been shaving it extra to get heat, so it looks like you're a little bit bald. So you've been doing the bushwhacker thing where they would just do that, so they looked like they had bald spots, and they really didn't. They were really had like the Beatles haircuts, but then they just cut it and pulled it out and everything.
Speaking of hair, your partner, the other guy,
Turbo,
he's got kind of a new hairstyle, right? He kind of shaved it here or something with some. It looked like
he's been putting a little more style into his. He changes his a little bit more than I do. He had it bleached not too long ago. Now he's back to the natural. He shaves into the side. It looks great. I love it.
He's back to the natural. Why? I like the blonde, baby.
Yeah,
well, you know what that means when you're having a multi-personality change and you're changing your look. That means you're either running for the law or you're out chasing women. Or you're getting caught by women. I know Von Lilas he's dyeing his beard now. He's always got his hat on because he's got the kayfabe bald spot. He's trying to kayfabe.
It has nothing to do with women.
And he's got. Oh, sure it does.
Oh
no, when you walk around. No, I watched you in the grocery store. As soon as you see the hot young girl, all of a sudden you tighten the abs, twist at the waist, you cry, you pull your arm across so your pecs popping. Shoot, I see you though. You got all the tricks you stole from me.
You can't have biceps like that. They don't fit into a jacket if you're not going to.
That's right. The biggest biceps in Men's Warehouse history. That's what I had. They've never seen bigger biceps in Men's Warehouse, apparently.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sergio Oliva, and now we got Von Lilas.
Yeah.
Von Lilas.
My picture is going to be up there. This guy cannot fit into any of our jackets.
Don't fit for a jacket.
His biceps are too big. I think Johnny Jeter and Matt Capitelli, the Thrill Seekers versus the Outrunners, would have been a great dream match.
That would have been a lot of fun. We watched a lot of their stuff in class with Rip, Jeter, and Capitelli. The best was the feud between them. That was good shit that we watched in class. I took a lot away from that stuff. That was a lot of really good stuff. That'd been fun. That was a great guy. That'd been fun to wrestle Matt.
Do the Outrunners do local appearances in Louisville?
Every Thursday.
They would. Every Thursday,
Yeah.
OVW.
Every Thursday, OVW.
I'm sure if you book the Outrunners somewhere local to do an appearance, then they would be doing local appearances.
Well,
pay them, baby.
That's right.
When I worked Derby City Wrestling, I was expecting the building was waiting in righteous anticipation for the Outrunners to come in, and what happened? I got kayfabed. All of a sudden, oh, hey, you gonna come downstairs and have at your hat? Oh, yeah, it's only 14 minutes away.
They can't come there. They're with a different company. That's just like CM Punk. You see, he went to WWE Monday Night Raw the other night and then was supposedly asked to leave, I think they said.
I had full intentions of going to that, and we just had the long weekend in Baltimore, and I was asleep when you texted me.
Oh,
okay. The long weekend in Baltimore.
What it was, he was really having sexual relations with his fiance.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think Red's been getting them lip implants, hadn't she? And them lips are so big now. Or either that or your big Furbage has done that to her.
Jesus.
She's probably bubbling right now thinking about HM, her man.
Her man. Who knows?
It don't get any better than this.
Greatest ever.
You know.
Are the Outrunners anywhere this weekend?
This weekend, no.
Oh, just jet skiing with me then. Yeah, I forgot.
Just jet skiing with you. Yeah, we had.
What's your next gig? What do you got coming up next? Got anything to plug here?
OVW Thursdays. We've got a couple shows coming up. We got some. I'd have to look at my schedule. We got some conventions. One in Philly, one in New Jersey. Meet and greet stuff. We got a lot coming up. More so towards the summer. I think we got in the next few weekends off before we start picking up again.
I'm trying
But,
to bandwagon with them, see if I can snarf my way into them convenciones.
Oh yeah.
I'm just waiting on a reply, Rip. I sent the guy that you were interested in doing it. So,
Oh, he'll probably want a sexual
Yeah.
favor like they all do.
well,
And
would
there
you
I have
always
to go around. I have to take my teeth out all the time. You know, that's a lot of labor involved in that. And I'm
would you
always-
always tell us if we didn't have money for practice?
do what?
So would you always tell us if we didn't have money for practice? You need to start practicing what you preach.
Yeah.
And get out.
Yeah, dude. Practice what you preach, man. There you go.
What I was preaching is to always swallow. So what the hell, right? Out and Runners, Turbo and Floyd, K and Faye, but don't get any better than this.
Why didn't Men's Warehouse just tailor the jacket? I don't know, because my arms are too big.
They're
man.
too big.
They didn't have enough material.
They don't have enough material.
Frankie the Pickle Barrel said he's 5'8" and he is to shop at the ladies' warehouse. Is this dressing in drag or
I don't know.
I wonder if he's attractive.
Would it be good for wrestling if heat resulted in beers and sodas being thrown at the heels like in the 80s? Sure.
Sure, I've had beers and sodas thrown at me before.
Have you?
I had a fan throw a steel chair at me, went whizzing right by my head. That was when I first got to WWE. That was a good time.
I was wrestling in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, was walking to the ring. Some guy takes some fucking beer and throws it right in my fucking face. I fucking spun and hit that motherfucker in the head as hard as I fucking can. He ducked his fucking head, so I broke my hand like a fucking goofball. So then I put the cast on for one day, and I just cut it off because I couldn't work with that damn cast on. Fuck that. So
You did the spin though.
no, I didn't know. I wasn't good enough to spin.
You said you got a spin in.
No, I said I got my shit in. I couldn't nick your spin. That's you. You got that thing patented. I'm surprised Tony's. Hey, you got to watch Tony Khan. He'll put a patent on that shit. You won't be able to spin anymore.
Hey, don't give him any ideas on here. You know he's watching.
I know. Well, Tony, he probably is.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't give him any ideas.
I didn't want to say anything like how he screwed Dylan Bostic out of that money and screwed Flash out of that money when they didn't pay him all that money that he promised him.
Oh.
Of course, they got a lot of things. Oh, you got some potential spam. That means you're doing some.
Hey, is there any way you can call me back in like 10 minutes?
Oh, he's talking dirty now.
Hello?
Listen. Oh.
Anyway,
There's heavy breathing going.
speaking of OVW, any memories of interactions with Jerry Springer? I don't know. Well, and then he says, not that he had anything to do with OVW, but he was from Cincinnati. I never saw Jerry Springer at
Jerry
OVW.
Springer show?
Yeah.
We used to cut high school to go up to Jerry Springer shows when he was up in Chicago.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Were you ever on it?
I was. My buddy got to ask a question once, and I was right next to him, so you could probably see like my shoulder.
Right next to who?
So when they let the people in the crowd ask questions.
Oh yeah.
They asked my buddy a question, and when we watch it back, you can see like my shoulder. But no,
Did you force the deltoid out there to get camera time or what?
Yeah, I did one of these. Those, I got my shit in.
Man, you were really over. That's one hell of a story. I was next to a guy. You couldn't see me, but I was next to a guy that asked a question. Wow.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a story, man.
That's one heck of a story. Yeah, it's about as good as that phone call you just took.
Well,
when I was starting in the wrestling business on one of Dick the Bruiser's tape, I weaseled my way down to face the hard camera. So I was, and I had my blue sweater on the whole time. So I'm sitting there looking at myself instead of the matches, but I was looking like I was over, but I wasn't. Sort of like it.
Let's see if we got anything else here. I don't know. I think I've shown me chopping today already, haven't I?
12 times.
I don't know if you've ever seen this or not, but watch this old athleticism, man. Just take a look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Did you see that standing drop kick?
You hit him in the belly.
Man.
Belly button.
You know who else was in that match?
I didn't see who was in that match.
Cody Rhodes was in that match. That was
all the top stars.
Early days, me and Cody Rhodes, man.
Hey, all the marks are mad because Cody Rhodes in his first match against Roman Reigns didn't win the championship. Wow.
I can't believe it.
Just because he left WWE, started up a campaign against him, broke the tradition and mocked Triple H with the big sledgehammer and everything. All of a sudden he comes crawling back and, oh yeah, he's supposed to, oh yeah, the guy that does this to you, you're supposed to reward him. Yeah, right. Get real, fucking marks. God damn.
That's what you were saying. They said I heard Bill and Jamie Dundee was on Springer. I do remember seeing them on, but I can't remember what they were on for. Was it a real thing? I can't even remember.
I don't know, but Jamie was Jamie. He was just awesome.
Yeah, I remember watching it, but I don't remember what happened.
Jamie has one of the greatest vocabularies with that hillbilly accent I'd ever heard. You could be sick. He could be like Chili. You could be 6'12", be the most aggressive guy, jacked to the gills, and Jamie would smart off to you. He don't give a shit.
Back in the 80s, you were ICW ripping. Somebody reached down and tried to take the miser's mask off. Chin strap caught the miser underneath his nose, and miser chased the fan.
I'd like to see the miser run, but that would have been good.
69 days of no alcohol today. Wife said she has something special for me.
I think she had an autographed picture.
Medium 5 said probably a good bottle of scotch.
Hey, Al Robinson's here. He's a little bit late. He said,
Gentlemen, Big Al.
He probably didn't see the thing that we was coming on. We're on every Friday at what time?
Every Friday at noon.
But this we're going on Thursdays at 10.
Except for today and last week and the week before.
But it's solid.
Every
It's
Friday
solid.
at noon.
As long as Al, Frank Picklebarrel's here, David Linville, Carl Brown, Ben, all the top stars are here. It don't get any better than this.
Opinion Haver. Always see Opinion Haver.
Man, what happened to Opinion Haver?
I don't know. He was in early. I don't know what happened.
He must got his feelings hurt. He knew how over the look at the oh wow.
They can't see.
Oh, they can't see that. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, man. Have you been on his show before?
I have not. I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you've seen the new video. Did you know I'm in a new rap video by chance?
He had mentioned that in at least 8 minutes.
I'm asking Turbo and Floyd.
I know that what you're doing. I said you haven't mentioned that. You talk about me repeating shit. Hey, you happen to see me on
I have not talked about it since we've been on, I don't think.
This is the third time we've talked about it.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
So here we go. Look. Hey, I know how.
There it is. Because, you guys are talking about the mocha, you said.
Look how fast they go. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's chilly. Everybody's got a strap.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did I start this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, he said about Buddy Rose.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mocha.
Hey, look at that guy.
Who's that guy with the Ricky Morton hair?
There, Von Lila's chop to the chest. You hear that?
That's what's up. You're over. You about to take the fireball, or that's later.
There's Clay Starr, 6'12".
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about rats right now. They said, are they brown or are they black?
Ooh. They light skin mocha. Ooh. They're going to do a snabit shot here in a minute.
Did you notice all the face paint there, Randy?
I saw all the face paint.
We're looking at some serious snake.
Kicked off YouTube. Kicked off YouTube. Wow.
Greatest ever.
That was some serious verbiage.
You skipped the fireball.
It's at the end. I don't have it on that clip, apparently. I don't know where it's at.
What it was he's only got so much time on his time allotment, and he had to get that chop spot in against you.
That is what I needed.
Yeah.
In the song it said the Von Lila's chop, something, whatever it said about me. I just wanted to get that in. So what you guys need to do, that is them Starcade Boys in YouTube.
Al Robinson just come up with the $1.99 super sticker, baby.
Hell yeah, Al Robinson.
Yeah.
so he can come in late and just give us money. You think that'll make up for it? You're damn right it will.
Damn right it will. Medium Fight
Shit.
says, which one of the Asian ladies is? Yeah, I'm not in the Memphis set there. That was cool. Go to Starcade. Go to the deal. Watch it all. I'm in the end of the video too. Me and Rip are actually doing a review of it. We did it today already. Did a tape of that. If you guys have not seen our Rip Rogers reactions, get to the YouTube channel. Rip Rogers reaction. We did a Mick Foley match, an Undertaker match, Rock and Roll Express match,
a Rod Steel match,
all the top stars.
Rod
Rip
Steel
Rogers
against
reacts.
the Undertaker. Yeah.
Have you seen our new segment, Turbo and Floyd? The Rip Rogers reaction segments.
I have not yet. I saw.
It was the greatest one we did.
I need to watch it.
Today.
The greatest one you did today.
Yeah.
It's great. Worldwide rap concert. Yes, I am going to be starting out in Miami this weekend to promote the worldwide rap tour. Michael Costello, loved Mike PSH, Hamid, yep. Kiss, no, all those, David Linville, every one of those girls had a face paint of a wrestler. It was like Demolition and Sting and the Road Warriors and Muda and whoever else. Every one of them had a face paint of a wrestler. None of them were like Kiss. So, I mean, that was probably the greatest video I've ever seen. Turbo and Floyd, this is your chance right now to put over that Starcade video.
That Starcade video, let me tell you about that Starcade video. Of all the videos I've seen today, that was one of them.
This was one of them.
No, that thing was awesome. You sent that to me the other day. That was really cool.
Did you see that one shot that was sort of the girl, sort of downstairs, and it was like breathing,
sort of downstairs.
I just watch it with you. I heard you react to it.
Oh, man,
it's a segment. Rip Rogers reacts.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to cut this thing off, Rip. We got a couple things to film. I got to get on the road.
Randy's got to go shopping.
I've got to go.
He's got to go to the jewelry store.
Got to go to Amazon.com. I got to get the book with the revised chapters.
That's right. We got jet skiing tomorrow, baby, or Saturday. I got to get down there jet skiing Saturday.
We got to see the Japanese gigolo.
The Japanese giant.
Japanese giant, the book.
Hey, we got it to t-shirts. We go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Buy the new Rip Rogers Wrestling with the Rip Rogers t-shirt.
It's in my car.
All the top stars.
Good place
have it.
for it.
It's a great place for it. Way to promote it in your car. That is awesome. Somebody was complaining we don't do the intro or outro, so we're gonna do. This is also Starcade right here, baby. We're gonna do the head bob outro. Starcade. This is Long Limousines or something.
Oh yeah.
Ending. Randy Floyd. Turbo and Floyd,
Turbo
the Outrunners,
out.
The greatest guest we've had today.
Jim Cornette's
our pleasure.
Jim Cornette's favorite tag team.
That's right.
Cornette's favorite tag team. Thanks so much for your time. We know how busy you are there on Miami Beach. I'll see you in 2 days, Rip. You want to go jet skiing with us or
No,
no?
no.
Rip's out. All right.
But I'll go on the trip and I can entertain the kids.
My kids are staying here, baby. All right, man. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thanks, Turbo and Floyd.
And Floyd, baby. Thanks to all the guests. Thanks for all the green. Send us your address. I'll send you the Rip Rogers thing. Become a member. All that good stuff.